Well, here I'm coming into what's called the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area. And the scenery is only going to get better now. The lake is showing up a little bit more now. Look at this scenery. Now I've gone about 9 miles on this highway heading to Page, Arizona, and one of my favorite places to party was Lone Rock Beach. And it's a dirt road. It was a dirt road going out for maybe just 2 miles, and there you have Lone Rock. Now it doesn't look like it's by itself, but it is. It's out in the middle of a bay. Now Lone Rock Beach now has a Park Service station where you have to pay a fee, but back in the day it wasn't there. It was I went there many times. It was filled with houseboats and parties and wave runners and camping, but now it's more controlled by the Park Service. But it was fun back in the day where you could just drive down that dirt road, and you could walk along the beach and join party after party. So here we're coming up to the Arizona border. Now all this time the runners are running alongside on the shoulder on the other side for the marathon. I had to jump through hoops to get the permits to be able to do that from not only Utah but Arizona. Here we are crossing the border of Arizona. It took me a couple of years, but I finally got the permits to go ahead with the race. And the reason why it took so long was there was a liability issue. You know, this is a small highway, and there's semis and cars going 50-60 miles along this highway, and all they got is that small little shoulder to run on. But it happened, and in 7 years of running the marathon, not one person was, there was not one accident, thank God. Now here's the little town of Greenhaven. You can start seeing the lake. Now here is the opening to the Greenhaven Lake Powell View Estates. And because a marathon is 26.2 miles, I had to come up with enough course to make it end at Page City Park. So the Green family, who owns Greenhaven, allowed me to take their runners through to their residential housing development, of which the runners had spectacular views of the lake. Now they went in here and then they came back out here and continued on. I've driven a couple miles since Greenhaven, and a half more mile we have the Wahweap Marina turnoff. Now here's where the runners turned off and did a huge loop like where that car's going along the shores of Lake Powell. I personally think because of this route going along the lake, this was one of the most scenic marathons in the world. Now I'll film that for a later video, but let's continue on 89. And I'll show you where the runners came back onto this highway up ahead.